Hello friends and family, and welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna take a little look on the Yamadories I have growing for future bonsai. This is the oldest one I have, and I have collected two this year, and there's a few in between as well. So this one I collected 5 years ago. There are a video about when I made the branch selection and styling and wiring for this pine. That's on a link above if you want to check that first. Before we start to unwire this tree, I think I'm gonna show you how it looked like before I took it out from the overwintering, so clip coming up. So this is how it looks today. It's all this year's growth. I'm gonna take you closer. This is all this year's growth. They were like 3 times as long when I decandled it. So we get a nice tight ramification and lots to choose from. This needles has just opened up and there's a few small ones coming. So this is how it looks today. It's getting really dense and nice. So what is it? 2 weeks since the candling. I have left the weaker branches that I want to grow on, and I also left this top branch because I don't know where I want to go with this tree. Maybe sacrificial branch, maybe a garden tree in the future, I don't know. The wire on pines should normally be cut off just to be as careful as possible with the delicate branches, but I have found that for me it works quite good to unwire. It's important to work in the same way as you do when you put the wire on, always with a good support. So we're gonna take this off and see if the branches has settled as planned. Let's start with this one. Yeah, it didn't move much, so we got it there, and maybe in the future I try a little bit more. So that one is off. The benefit of unwiring, of course, is I have a lot of wire to reuse. So not wasting any wires. This is raffia I have had to protect the trunk, and that looks good. So yeah, let's do this. So it looks like most of the branches has settled where I wanted to. So that's good. There are a few bite marks from the wire. No really crazy big deal, and I'm sure it will heal up by time. I'm gonna show you the worst one. Right here is the worst bite mark I have on the tree. So the bite marks is not a big issue, but in the best situation I would have taken the wire off maybe 2 weeks earlier, but as said, no big issue, and just important to remember next time I'm wiring, I do it the opposite way, so I don't get them into the old bite mark, and by time it shouldn't be visible. Yep, that's the leggy pine, 5 years from a collected small pine plant. Gonna take you around and show you some other Yamadories I have growing for the future. So this is where I put some unhealthy plants that I have found. So this is just old hedging material that was dug up from hedges. This one was ripped out with bare roots, and I found it in the middle of the summer, but it really seems like it's coming along. And if you look in that it looks like we actually have a nice bonsai if we air layer here and use the top. But it will need to recover a year or two again before. This huge pine I dug up from a friend's bog. It's only been here for a year, and as you can see it's still recovering with very, very small needles. Actually look quite good, but what I was after was this massive wonderful trunk, and I don't have a clue what to do with it in the future. At least I need to spend 1 or 2 more growing seasons to get it very strong again, and then I can start to cut down and see what I can do with it. Back here I have a Rhododendron that I dug up, maybe Yamadory, or some people call it Gardadory, who knows, but still it's a collected tree. I don't know if Rhododendron makes such a perfect bonsai material, but what I found was this. Look at it. I have big hands, that's like 15 centimeter big trunk, and I think I need to choose 3 of the branches, but that will be exciting. Next step for this is just waiting for the beautiful flowers to drop off, and then I will cut it down quite heavily. That will be interesting. Just this spring I dug up an apple tree, seed zone. It was growing right behind that fence, and as you can see it has done tremendously good in this pot, and we have apples forming. I'm not sure about that. I think I'm gonna remove all of them just to have the energy for the plant and the roots. So that one is doing really good. So the last tree I have in my collection is my most recent. I dug it out just a little bit too late this spring and potted it up. You can see this. There are new growth a little bit everywhere, but also a lot of the new leaves has dried up and died back, so this is probably my long-term project. It looks like it will need a few years in this pot before I can do anything with it. It really needs to go back to vigor. So I guess that's what happens from time to time. Here you can see a possible new leader coming from the top, and there's a few coming in close to the trunk, so I haven't given up on it yet. And as you can see, just take those stubs away and it's gonna be a massive root base there. But first I need to get it back to vigor. So we are a few weeks later now. The rhododendron has flowered out and now it's time to hack it down quite good. I tend to always want to leave something green on the plant. They can handle to be totally cut down without any green left, but that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, let's do this. One trunk down. Two trunk down. This one can go all the way back. Then it's good to have a nice angle on it. Now this one is about the future height of this tree, I hope. We're gonna take this top off as well. Like so. And getting all the old flowers out. They are very easy to just twist and pull, like so. So another Yamadory has taken one more step for a future bonsai. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you did, please subscribe, thumbs up, share, like, anything that helps me producing these videos. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care, stay safe, bye.